the Jews, we read al-Fatiha, we say غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. All the scholars of tafsir, also some of the Sahaba, they say مغضوب عليهم. Allah's wrath and anger is upon them. Why do you say the Jews? Because they know the truth and they have knowledge, but they didn't follow it. And he said, وَلَا الضَّالِّينَ, misled, misguided. He said the Christians, the Nasara. Because they don't have the truth, or at least they don't have knowledge, but they worship with no knowledge. That's the difference. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to increase our knowledge. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us firm in our deen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our amal. Astaghfirullah, inna wa ghafurur rahim. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. Brothers and sisters, Allah's wrath, we sacrifice to Allah from His wrath, comes from the shaitan. It comes also from the shaitan when someone is sinning. And the purpose thing, my ikhwan, from the shaitan is to mislead the servants of Allah. And you know what the shaitan, brothers and sisters, he will say in the day of judgment? He will say, إِنِّي أَخَافُ اللَّهَ رَبَّ الْعَالَمِينَ. It's in the Quran, Surah Al-Hashr. كَمَثَلِ الشَّيْطَانِ إِذْ قَالَ لِلْإِنسَانِ اكْفُرْ فَلَمَّا كَفَرَ قَالَ إِنِّي بَرِيءٌ مِّنْكَ إِنِّي أَخَافُ اللَّهَ رَبَّ الْعَالَمِينَ فَكَانَ عَاقِبَتَهُمَا أَنَّهُمَا فِي النَّارِ خَالِدَيْنِ فِيهَا وَذَلِكَ جَزَاءُ الظَّالِمِينَ. Allah gave us the example of what the shaitan will say in the day of judgment. Like the example of the shaitan. إذا قال للإنسان كفر, the shaitan tells the mankind, men and women, ukfur, commit kufr, shirk. And the kufr, it can be major and it can be minor, which is a major sin or a major sin. The shaitan has his purpose to mislead a slave, the person, to mislead the servants of Allah, period, all the believers, and to take him away with him to hellfire. Sacrifice to Allah from the shaitan. The shaitan, Allah gave the example. قال الإنسان كفر. He told them, commit kufr, commit disbelief. The shaitan will say, I fear Allah. That's what he will say, the shaitan in the judgment. The shaitan will say, I fear Allah. So do we fear Allah, us as Muslim servants? Do we truly fear Allah, my brothers and sisters? Ask yourself this question right now within your heart. Do I fear Allah? What am I supposed to do as a Muslim? What are my duties as a Muslim? Ask yourself, there is a day which is going to come, my brothers, and we are going to stand up like this in front of Allah. Not the president, not the director of a company, not the boss. Allah, the creator of the heavens and earth. 7 heavens and earth. And He will ask you, subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Prophet ﷺ said, every one of you, Allah will ask. You will look at your right, you will see your good deeds. You will look at your left, you will see your bad deeds. And you will look in front of you, and you will see hellfire. Who will save you right there at that moment from that hellfire that you will be staring at? Who will be interrogating you and asking you, what did you do in this dunya? Allah will be asking you. You ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us, and the shaitan will say, the ones who follow the shaitan, they will say, oh Allah, you will say, I'm free from him. You will say, I'm free from him. I'm free from this servant. I got nothing to do with him. He will absolutely ignore you. And you will say, I fear Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ended the ayah and the verse, and He said, فَكَانَ عَاقِبَتَهُمَا, both of their ending are in hellfire. Both of their endings. So whoever follow the shaitan, sacrifice to Allah from the shaitan by committing kufr, major or minor, only whom Allah guides to the right path, the ending is in hellfire. This is a happy day, however. The Prophet ﷺ in the Eid, he used to give this kind of reminders to the brothers, so they would buy themselves and won't just worship Allah in 1 month of Ramadan. Allah deserves to be worshipped 365 days. Not just 360 days. This is how the Jumu'ah should be always full. And the Jumu'ah is mandatory. The Eid is a sunnah. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us, not to follow the shaitan. And the Prophet ﷺ, when he ends the khutbah with the men, he used to go sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and gives a reminder to the sister also. And you know what the brothers and sisters, what he said to the sisters in the day of the Eid. So I will say, just like our Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said. And the hadith is narrated in Bukhari. And listen, sisters, because it's a reminder for you. Now he says sallallahu alayhi wa sallam to the sisters, to the wives of the Sahaba, Abu Bakr, Umar and Uthman we're talking about. The companions, those big guys, the Sahaba. Listen to what he was saying to his wives, or their wives. يا معشر النساء تصدقن فإني وجدتكن أكثر أهل النار. Oh, this is in the Eid day. Why would the Prophet ﷺ say such thing in the Eid day, in a happy day? He said, oh women, give sadaqah. Give sadaqah. I saw you, the majority of you are in hellfire. The majority of people in hellfire are women. Why would the Prophet ﷺ say such a thing in the Eid? Because it's a reminder for them. And the sisters have weak hearts. You have always to remind them more. So alhamdulillah, during that day, every sister of the Sahabiyat, they took off their gold, their rings, their necklace, their bracelets, everything they have, they emptied their pockets, and they gave it to Bilal. To the Bilal, the black man, the first muaddin in Islam. May Allah be pleased with him. And they gave it away to the poor, needy people. So the Sahabiyat and the sisters, listen sisters, they say, oh Rasulullah, why did you see us, the majority of us in hellfire? He said, تُكْفِرْنَا اللَّعْنَةِ وَتَكْفُرْنَا الْعَشِيرِ. You curse a lot, and you cuss a lot, and you backbite a lot. And then he says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وَتَكْفُرْنَا الْعَشِيرِ. Meaning, sometimes you make your husband very upset, and you ignore him. Why? Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam explains this hadith, and he says, يُحْسِنُ الرَّجُلُ إِلَيْكُمْ 40 سَنَةً. Your husband, he will treat you good for 40 years. Think about this. And then, for 40 years, and then sallallahu he said, it will come one day, and you broke all these 40 years when he makes you upset, and you say, I've never heard any good from you. And that is why. So I advise the sisters to fear Allah about their family, and to wear their hijab properly, and to fear Allah, and to cover all themselves. And the Prophet ﷺ said, all the women is awrah. She all must cover herself with the abaya and the proper hijab. So the fitna will be not upon her and all the brothers also. Ask Allah to guide us. I'm sorry if I make it longer. I apologize for that. But this is how the Prophet ﷺ was given the khutbah in the Eid. So we can remind each other. Because we love each other as Muslims. I love for you what I love for myself. That's how it should be, brothers and sisters. That's what Islam is. The believers are ikhwa, as Allah mentioned in the Quran. The believers are brothers. So the same as you treat your biological brother, you treat your brother who's sitting next to you and also your sister. Oh Allah, accept from us our fasting. Oh Allah, accept from us our prayers. Oh Allah, guide the Muslims all over the world, the youth and the elder. Oh Allah, guide our sisters to the right path. Oh Allah, help the Muslims all over the world. Oh Allah, provide and put the barakah and the blessings upon us. اللهم نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى. Prophet ﷺ said during that day, it is a day of festivity, it is a day of the food and drinking, and it is a day of visiting each other. Brothers and sisters, Eid Mubarak, تقبل الله منا ومنكم, وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين, والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.